And we're back. And yes, I am wearing a swimsuit as I'm making this video. I'm gonna jump in the pool afterwards. It is hot here. But before I do that, I just got done reading this bad boy. And yes, I know it's a 3-in-1, but I cannot tell you how many times I tried to watch this anime growing up as a kid, and then I just came across Totally Not Mark's videos on it on YouTube, and I know they're a bit old by now, but that I don't know why it never occurred to me before. If I'm having so much trouble with the anime, why not just read the manga? So that's what I did. So I know this is probably old news. Both the anime and the manga are like 20 years old at this point, but I cannot stress enough just how impressed I was with just these 3 volumes, right? So if memory serves, we have of course our intro in the first volume, right? It's the same stuff that's covered in the first episode of the anime. It's solid stuff, just no notes, well done. That's all familiar territory. We're introduced to Ichigo, our protagonist, and we're introduced to his father and his younger sisters, and we learned pretty quickly that there's an absence in his family, but him and many of his family members have a sensitivity to the supernatural, right? So I've read a couple of different series handle ghosts in very different ways, but the thing that I liked the most about how the supernatural was utilized in Bleach in particular was how even amidst the shonen action and the big swords and the scary monsters and the eccentric characters, there was still time and space given to grief. Like, I don't think we get to Ichigo's grief necessarily until volume 3, but in the first volume we have just an ambient interaction with a ghost who died in just this little neighborhood street, right? And we get a glimpse of this little street side memorial where somebody just put a vase and a single flower in memoriam, right? And the reason Ichigo loses his temper in the first few panels is because some punks, not really thinking or looking where they were going, knocked over the memorial, right? And he takes serious issue with this. And I remember watching the anime thinking like, oh, okay, but wouldn't it have been simpler to just fix it yourself without picking a fight? But that was before I knew, right? That was before we got to volume 2 and we were introduced to Orihime and her unique grief in the loss of her brother, and how that impacted just how that emotionally complicated the fight that Ichigo was in with the hollow of the week, hollow of the volume, right? But then volume 3. Okay, I know I'm probably talking big talk right now, but this surprised me, gripped me, both like suspense-wise and like genuine like tears in my eyes, hooked me in arguably as visceral of a way as Arlong Park did in One Piece. Which I know that's some big words. That's a big claim to make, because holy smokes, Arlong Park is no joke. But I am just so impressed with the balance of tones or the integration of emotional themes amidst the typical shonen roller coaster pace and the eccentric characters that are just part and parcel with manga in general, right? Just the time and space given to grief and given to loss and given to mourning, and touching on themes of childhood trauma, touching on themes of parentified children, both in Ichigo's family and Orihime's family, and oh my gosh, I cannot wait. You know that a manga is good when a 3-in-1 little publication convinces you to get the first box set. So I cannot wait for my first Bleach box set to come in, and when it does, you'll be the first to know. So for those of you who also struggled with the anime like me, I know you've probably heard this before, but you're gonna hear it again. Read the manga. I cannot stress this enough. This is amazing, and I'll keep reading, and I'll keep you posted. See you guys later.